morning and Assalamu alaikum everyone in the Gulf, in the world. And this is always my pleasure and honor to share something that I have learned over 20 years. It's a fairly long time, and I have given my heart and soul to this beautiful industry of direct selling. So the beautiful slide which has come is talking about the fortune is in the follow-up. Follow-up is my topic, and Jim Rohn had been one of my mentors 20 years back, and I still read his articles, his books I have in my library. So in the follow-up is the fortune, and sometimes people say follow-up is the breakfast of the champions. So in life, another name of follow-up is commit to something, relentless and persistence. And another great guy who died in early age, Steve Jobs, amazing personality. He says that he is one of the most successful entrepreneurs of time. And I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. So another word of perseverance is basically follow-up. You are after certain things which you would like to get. So this is a quote which is very, very important for you all to understand, that you want to become successful in life, you need to, learn to commit, learn to go all out. That perseverance is the word which is there. So today's webinars, I've taken it out from my book, Map Your Freedom. I got a special coaching in the LinkedIn learning by the real top professionals, and from a book called How to Follow Up with Your Network Marketing Prospects. And this is my personal friend, guru, and coach, Tom Schreiter. So I have compiled today's webinar from 3 different sources. Why today's webinar is so important for you who is in DXN or those who are not in DXN? Because the new norm today is working from home. Almost, I would say 80% of the people are working from home. And those people who are new to our program, this is a zero capital investment, global business, online business, which you can do from the comfort of the home. What more you want? This is the future, and this is what we have to start learning. That's how the office looks like now. Not go to the office outside and work for somebody. You can work for yourself from the comfort of your home with the help of your laptop, your desktop. These are the things which is required on your table, and that's it. And you are connected all around the world. Today, home business is the need of the hour. Why? 9 to 6 job, those 8-10 hours job is stressful, very tiresome, and time consuming. Then you have to go back and forth from your home to the work and back to your home, rush hour. And those who are living in Ajman and Sharjah in UAE, and they have to go to work in the morning to Dubai, so they know exactly 1.5 hours is easily gone just commuting. The corporate world is not for people who are looking to get financial freedom, who wants to become an entrepreneur. Job has limited opportunities to grow and earn money. I, for one, I had worked for 28 years and worked in good job, but never got the financial freedom. 1, the job was stressful. 2, and you do whatever you would like to do 100% and still your boss is not happy. So that is not a happy environment to work. So if you would like to be happy, you have to become an entrepreneur. So if you're someone who wants to start home-based business and get financial freedom, you can start right now, today, tomorrow, by joining our DXN Global Business. This is for those people who I have invited through social media and other places. This is something that you can look into, and this is a huge opportunity globally. So my poll question is that you need to answer. This is something very important. I am going to put it right there. So when do you follow up after presentation? Sorry, I'll just stop that. No, that is not the question. I have to go to question number 1. I was just doing. So relaunch, continue. Okay, can you see the question now? So is home-based business the need of the hour? So just put yes or no. So I would come to know there are how many people just now? There are 44 participants right now who is attending this webinar, and there are, I'll take 1 minute for every poll. So this is important for me to get an idea as to is this home-based business is really the need of the hour. So there are 2 participants who have raised their hand. Boban, if you can get in touch with them, I would appreciate that. So there is 1 person who has said no, and 27 people have said yes. And the poll I'm going to stop within a few seconds, and that's it. And I give you the result right now. The result is 97% people agreed that home base is the need of the hour, and only 1% said no. I don't know why. Maybe he loves his job, so you please continue with your job, and rest you just see what I'm going to show and why this is so important. Every business needs people, and follow-up is part of all business. And in my book, from page 103 to 111, detailed follow-up system is there. And those who would like to become very successful, this is where they should go to in order to get the entire knowledge of the follow-up system. There are 3 types of yes prospect. These are the prospect that we are, looking forward to, but you don't get it because it's very rare to find prospect with the perfect timings. What do you mean by perfect timings? The perfect timing prospects are, for example, you talk to a person and he has been told that he has got 1 year for his job to go with, and then after that his job is finished, or his salary has been reduced by 50% and he's looking desperately for something. So this is the prospect who would like to earn money, and he's looking for secondary source of income, additional source of income. So this is a perfect timing prospect. There's a person who has got a disease, something, there is no cure to it. There are so many diseases in the world where there is no cure in the modern medicine, other than they have to take medicine just to do their maintenance. But what happens is the disease goes from bad to worse to worst. So this person is looking for a certain natural solution, something that he can come out of his ailment, his sickness, where doctor has said, okay, I cannot help you, you have to take these medicines, or you have to go for a certain surgery, and after that also we don't guarantee you. Now this guy is ready to go for any product, natural product, which can heal that person. That is called perfect timing for this prospect, where you talk to that person. Perfect rapport, the trust that you have, that is with your friends, with your relatives, with your colleagues who are really bonded with you. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine who had been my school buddy, I went to him and I started DXN, and his child was suffering from juvenile skin problem, eczema. It is called in the joints. They get all kinds of pus and pains and all that of whatever the skin problem was, and they had gone to all types of doctors. And I just came to them and I told them that this is what I'm having it. But that trust was so much, without even asking a second question, he asked me, okay, Fatmi, what I have to do? Tell me. So I said, these are the products that you need to give to your child. And to our, of course, the product is working. To their amazement, within 1 year, the child came out of the problem which he was suffering from almost over a year. So coming to, why did the screens? All right. Okay. Coming to the third type of prospects. Third type of prospect now, in the age of social media, where you're using Facebook and YouTube. Now, these are the two places where billions of people are coming, not millions, billions of people are coming. And if you master this skill of social media prospecting, and you have put out something, some video, some message about the product, about the health part, about the income part, and those guys come to you and asking for what I need to do to use your product, or what is this product. So these are all yes prospects. The first two, of course, you are talking physically with people, whether they are trusted people, they are otherwise your friends, and the timing is right. That timing can be right even for the people who are in the social media. So this is the technology that you need to learn, and where you are putting up the videos, Facebook Live, you're putting the YouTube videos, and people are coming from there. Why prospects say no? There are many reasons. One is bad timing. That guy has lost the job and he needs to pay the bill. He needs to get the food on the table of the family. So that guy is not going to listen to you. So please try to understand the prospect's situation. The timing is wrong, and that's why they say no. There's a family crisis. There is somebody who is really sick. He's in the hospital. He's running in between. Or somebody died in the house. So that person, definitely you have gone to the person, which is completely wrong timing. So that is one thing why people say no. Distraction. The person is busy in the meeting and you call that person, or the person is having a picnic or having a good time with the children, and then you call that person, the person is going to say no. So you need to understand what is the right time. The person, all the time, whenever you call somebody, and that's a prospecting call, always ask for permission. Are you free to talk for a few minutes? Or is this the right time for me to talk for a few minutes? And the person says, no, okay, no problem. You get it for some other day. And if the person is saying, I'm in a kind of a crisis right now, so just leave that person, back off completely. I mean, you need not talk, even you got the best product, the best opportunity, the job losses in that person. Don't talk about this thing at all. This is the biggest problem that we are having, is we give very bad presentation. You might be for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you don't talk about the product and the money to the people. You don't talk about Ganoderma, you don't talk about DXN to the new people. And people get, completely taken aback when they go back, when the presentation is not right. And I'll tell you in the coming slides what you need. Bad skills. You need to have that network marketing skills. which many books, many of the network marketing coaches have been talking about. Bad language, the attitude, the verbal conflict which is taking place. You are not there to prove that you are right and that person is wrong. So this is something that you need to understand, that you have to talk what that person wants to listen. You have to understand what is the problem of that person. So that bad language, the person is going to say no. And of course, anybody can find out whether you are a new person or whether you are a pro. So nobody likes to go to a person who is a newbie, who is just started in the business. They would like to go to a person who's really professional. And that is the reason why I always talk about the three-way call. If you're new in the business and you got a prospect, so you get your sponsor or a person who is more senior, the person who's more experienced. I'll give you a good example. I'm from the aviation industry, as you all know. So you sit in an aircraft and the pilot says that welcome aboard, everyone. I would like to, confess to you all that today is my first day. I'm sitting in the cockpit, and you are, don't worry. I'm new person in the cockpit. I'll try to take the aircraft safely from this place to that place. How would you feel? You understand what I'm trying to say? You immediately give a negative vibe when you are a person who has just joined maybe a week or 10 days or 15 days, a month. So people can sense, they can smell the person, that this person is a non-professional person. Then our posture. There is a posture of desperation and there is a posture of confidence. Now, this is what we are doing most of the time. We are begging, we are getting after the people and trying to be like a leech to that person, trying to get him by hook or by crook. And there is a posture of confidence. And this confidence comes with time, with the knowledge, with the experience that you have, more product that you're using, more people that you're talking. So this confidence doesn't come through books, it comes with experience. And the very interesting thing which I found out is, why this desperation comes when we have only one prospect to talk. Now, can you see this picture on the left side? The person is trying to be, convince that person, and the person has got only one prospect. For example, one prospect in a week, for example. So the moment that prospect comes in front of him, he is so desperate or she's so desperate just to get that person. Another situation. You've got not one prospect. You've got about 20 prospects. In a day, you are having 5 prospects. So you now select who you would like and who you don't like. Can you see the cross? I'm going to disqualify that person. I've got the king of herbs. I've got the best business. Why should I be desperate? So when you have more prospect, then you can qualify those unqualified to a qualified prospect. So you understand, this desperation thing will go away. So there are 5 steps in doing any business. Now, this is the poll which I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And this is a very important poll again. I would like you to go into this poll and read this question, please. And I'm launching the poll. And the question is, what does follow-up depend upon? So you have to just answer 1. Connection or building trust, doing natural approach, finding the problem of people, doing natural presentation, giving solution, answering questions and objection, and closing, or all of the above. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'll have my alkaline DX and water. This, if you understand this 5 steps to your business, you can become successful. Every module, when I'm coaching people, I take hours and hours. So this is not something that you just get it like that, but you have to master all this. Building trust, having that natural approach where you do the conversation with the people to find their problems. Then you give the presentation, which is a short time. Then you answer the objection, which I did last month. I did 3 presentations, and even in India, I'm going to do around 24th or 25th, number 4, which is answering the objection or how to handle objection. And then we have the final thing everybody is looking for is the decision making. So what does follow-up depend upon? So we have another 15 seconds to go, and I have only 33 people out of 56. I don't know why. You should be just reading, because I would like you to get interacted with me. And with you like to do the business, then please get into the poll. This is my request to all of you. So till now only 35 people have out of 56. I'll end the poll and I'll show you the result. The result is 41% has said all the above, and followed by natural approach, which is 35. Then the others are there, closing and all that. So thank you very much for giving your answer. And the correct answer, most of you have given, is all the above. All the above is the correct answer. So coming to now connection, that is, you build that trust. You don't talk about DXN. Find their problems, which is very, very important, very crucial. And this takes time. Give the presentation about the company and the product, which is just takes about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Answering question, another 15, 20 minutes. Closing decision will be depending upon your follow-up. All the closing that the people, you can have the best product, you can have the best business, you can be the best trainer, you can be crown ambassador. They don't care. They would like their questions to be answered. So this is something that you need to keep in mind, that all 5 areas you have to master. So your follow-up depends upon all 5. That is, people, remember, buy from people they trust. And that is the reason why when you're talking to strangers or cold prospect, you know, the rejection or the no is much, much higher. So you need to give time to build that trust. So there are problems people are having, especially now. So go deep into their problems, their pain, what issues they're having, and try to give the solution. The whole world is now worried about health and about that extra income to pay their bills and the food to come. There are so many calls that I have received in the past 5-6 months where people have lost job. People don't have money to eat also in the home. That is the bad situation. That's how bad we have gone to. So what is today's problem is health. Number 1 problem. You can be the richest man, the most powerful man, the most famous man. This COVID-19 is not going to see who you are. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to boost your immune system, make your lungs strong. That is just in that specific area. And the other problem is, just look at the problem that people have. Most of the problem outside health is because of money. I don't have to tell you over and over again, all those who are doing job, all those who are doing business, they need that money to run the daily chores. And if you get extra, nothing like it. So money is definitely a big issue right now. Millions of jobs have people have lost, close to about maybe 40 million, imagine. So what do you basically do in natural approach? You uncover the problem of people by not doing presentation, by doing conversation. Now, if you understand this, you don't have to use PowerPoint and the flip chart and your personal website. This is the first thing you have to uncover. You get the problem out of the people. And this is just by very informal, casual talk that you should be doing with your prospect. Be a problem solver. People are looking to get their problem solved. Listen to their problems. While you are talking, ask questions, not just keep on talking. People don't like, information bombardment. Now, we are living in an age of social media. We are loaded with all kinds of information. It's very difficult, just to decode what is good for you and what is not. So listen to the problem of people. People have problems. They have got a lot of problems. Two major problems that people would like to come out is their health problem and the money problem. And that is the reason why all of you who are in the Middle East, why you are there is because of that extra money. So make sure you write a commitment to yourself that I will go back to my home within a year time. Be with your family, be with your loved ones, and you will be happy, let me tell you. So once you find the problem, then giving the presentation to that solution that he's looking for is easy. This is just a matter of maximum 20 minutes. That's it. So after the presentation is done, then you ask questions, or in between they will ask questions. What about the company, about the product, about the business, or whatever you are saying. You qualify that person, whether that person would like to become a consumer or a member, and then move them to the presentation, answer all the questions, and then you follow up is done when you hear the objections. And what are the objections? Now, this is very interesting. You see, 20 years in the network marketing business is a long time. That's much of time I put. 2 to 3 years I have put my heart and soul to learn about it. And alhamdulillah, found the best company. Why I say is I can prove it. If people would like to know why, I can prove it. DXN is definitely not one of the best company, because of the product efficacy, the benefit it is giving. 10 million people using the product worldwide, and millions of people are doing business. So the questions are where you need to follow this. I have to think over. One. Number two, now isn't the right time for me to join your company. I'm really busy. Not now, maybe later. I have to ask my doctor or husband or father. Now, these are the questions which needs a good follow-up. And the whole system I'm going to teach you now. So the close-up and sign-up is what you are looking for, basically, right? You are looking for the sign-up is done as a consumer, as a man. The secret to the close of the sale. Now, this word sale is there from hundreds of years. Selling is the oldest profession. I'm just not talking about selling, which people are doing in mall where they're selling the products or whatever they are doing. Selling is there. I mean, right now when I'm talking, I'm basically doing a kind of selling, but I'm doing the selling by teaching. If you learn this technique, selling by teaching, selling by making people aware of what their needs and wants and problems are. So the secret to your close-up is follow up, and follow up. That's where the fortune is. That's what you need to learn, the professional way to do the follow-up. Now, my next question is, how many times do you follow up after talking to your prospects? So I'm coming to the next poll. Let me just go to question number 3. And I'm launching, and it is for 1 minute. So go ahead, please. How many times, now be honest to yourself, how many times do you follow up after talking to your prospect? Is it 1 time? Is it 2 times? Is it 3 times? Is it 4 times or 5 times or more? As I said, be honest. You are getting the prospect. You have done the natural approach. You find the problem. You have given the presentation, and then you've answered the questions also, whatever objection that they have. And now you need to follow up because the person says, it is not the right time. I don't have the money. I'm busy or whatever. All right, so I'll end the poll. It's almost, and how many people participated? 37 people participated. And the poll says more than 5 times that the people have done highest, and then it's 2 times, there is some 1 time, and 3 times and 4 times. So this is what your follow-up system that you need to do is. So in business, I'm going to give you the facts and figures now. In business, the sales statistics, this is, a lot of study has been done by universities and sales statistic people. The figure, now you look at the figure. The figure is 48% of the sales people never follow up. Since you are in direct selling, network marketing with DXN, you know the importance of follow-up. But usually I'm talking about business in general. I'm talking about people who are doing some sort of selling business. 48%, they don't follow up. 25% of the people, second contact and they stop. The follow-up is only 2 times. And 12% is 3 times and then they stop. So imagine, only 10% of the sales make more than 3 contacts. Follow-up is done more than 3 times. Now, this is the interesting facts of closing the sales. Now, this is all research done. This is not my stats. This is what I have got it from the Google. 2% of the sales are made on the first contact, if you're lucky. Who are those 2 people? 2%? They are the people, the right timing. They're the people, the right rapport, the trust that you have. And the people who need the product, need the business. They are the 2% of the people, the first contact. 3% of the sales are made on the second contact. 5% on the third contact, third time that you contact them. And 10% are made on the fourth contact. Now, the real fact is 80% of the sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. Imagine, you have to talk to people, follow up with people 12 times. Now, this is before social media. Now, I'll give you the real fact with today's Facebook and all Instagram and all kinds of social media platform. This follow-up has gone up from 12 to much more. Some people are saying almost 20 times. So this business is tough. It's not easy. If you really would like to become successful, you need to have a certain system by which you can follow. And that's what I'm going to teach you in the coming 15 minutes. So I have divided the follow-up into 3 steps. Number 1, follow-up is the right word, the word where the webinar is around. Follow through, there is another thing, and there is a drip system. Now, if you look at this, this is one of the very important chapter in my book. It's called a 3 funnel theory. And I've already done a webinar on this also. So please look at the funnel, everyone. Can you look at the funnel? And look at the dropout rate. The P is the prospect funnel. The C is the consumer funnel. And M is the member funnel. And look at the dropout of people from them. 70% is this is again a research done. This is not my research. You talk to 10 people when you have kind of mastered the skill. So out of that, 7 people will say no to you. They'll drop off. 3 will consider, and they'll go to the consumer funnel. They will go to the member funnel. And there also, lot of members who are a star agent and ruby and diamonds, and a lot of consumers after 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, they stop. So that's a 75, that's a higher dropout there. A lot of people ask me, I've got such a big team and my team is not working. So if you look at that, why the drop up is so high is because of follow-up. So now you know the answer. Who's to be blamed? Not those people. They don't know about the company, the product and all that, the business. They don't know once they start using the product or doing the business. So poor follow-up is the core reason for people to drop out. So if you look at this, now I have again magnified it. The people where you don't need to follow up are these 2 areas, the wellness well and the wealth well. It'll take me another 1 or 2 hours to explain all this thing, but my topic is around follow up. Who do you follow up? You follow up with that big funnel called prospects. Follow up in different ways that I'm going to show you now. So with prospects, you do the follow up. Follow through. Now they've joined the program, they've started using the product, which is the consumer funnel, and there is a member who would like to earn money. So you follow through, you be with them, you follow through with them, be with them. That's follow through with the consumers and members. And drip system. Now, those living in the Middle East, they know all those palm trees, all those trees, all those flowers that you are looking at, it is impossible to grow without this drip system. So there is a pipe in the irrigation system, there's a pipe and there's a drop of water going into the roots of the tree. That's how this tree and those flowers bloom. So in our business, the drip system are when they have said no, but not 100% no. Now you put them in the drip system by asking them, would you like to get email or would you like to get a WhatsApp message once in a month? Once in a month is not a problem. I've seen so many of my such prospects who are not ready at that time. I put them into an email which they are getting once or maximum twice in a month, especially the consumers. Consumers, they get some information and they say, okay, this is something which I need now, and they join as a consumer. So when do you follow up? When do you follow up? We'll go for the next poll. And everybody, please look at the question and the poll, which is poll number 4. When do you follow up? So relaunch, continue. There you are. So please answer, when do you follow up after giving the natural presentation? After 24 hours, one person is saying, I don't follow up. And immediately after 48 hours. So this is the when is there. So this is your answer. Remember, timing is very important. So there are 25 people. I would love to see at least 40 people answering. This is just one button click, and you got about 15 seconds to go. Please keep on, polling it, and this would be a good way to find out where do you stand as far as the follow-up is concerned, what time that you are giving to the follow. So this time I have lesser than the last poll. It is only 32 people, and I end the poll, and most of the people are saying 24 hours after presentation. And the next is 8% is 48 hours. I don't follow up. So you need to follow immediately is 6%. All right. So when do you follow up? Meeting after meeting, immediately, 24 hours, 48 hours, after natural approach, after natural presentation, after handling all the objection. The study has found that after the presentation that you have given, after the seminar or the webinars that you have done, any question coming, or you are going to follow up immediately. Now, this is something, when I was doing the research on the follow-up timing, this was a kind of a thing that you are immediately, because that person has grasped, has understood whatever you have taught, shown, shared. That is the reason why. Now look at this figure. What happens if you don't follow up? 70% people forget after 24 hours. Whatever you have said, 70% of that knowledge which has gone up is gone. 90% forget after 48 hours. So when you follow up with these people, the best timing is immediate. But if that person says, give me some time, so that some time is 24 hours, not 48 hours. Best days and time to follow up. Now, this is again a research done. What is the best day to follow up? Wednesday and Thursday. Monday is a very busy day. Holiday, no way. Just forget about holiday for following up. Time is 2 to 4 p.m. Why? Because after lunch, the stats is mostly from the Western world, from USA, Canada, and UK and all that. But it all depends upon the individual. You have to find out what will be the best time. But this is what the study has shown. So timing is everything. Timing for the prospect to say yes is very, very critical, very, very crucial. Now look at the pictures of these 4 people. The first picture on the top left, yes, means the person is ready. The person on the right top, the person is happy, and happy people is what we are looking for. Then the person on the top, bottom down is kind of thinking, and the person on the left side is definitely giving a body language saying no. So remember, people buy when they're ready to buy. Now please remember this, that people will not buy when you are ready to sell. I'll repeat. People buy when they are ready to buy. not when you want them to buy, when you want to sell. That is the reason why timing has to be taken into consideration. So this follow-up is so crucial that you need to find the right time, because they tend to forget. They tend to, just get it out of their radar system. So now, do you have a follow-up system? Now, this is something which a lot of people ask me, what do you mean by, follow-up system? So please answer. Do you have a follow? Be honest again. Do you have a follow-up system? How do you follow up? Yes. And what is the way to go about with it? So I'll again give you a minute. I'm glad to see people have a follow-up system. That's very, very good. So you got another 30 seconds to go. And yes, no answer is, I think, is the best question in the polling. So next time I'm going to have a lot of yes, no answers. So 34 people have answered. Keep on going. Do you have a follow-up system? Just put yes or put no. All right. So I'm going to close the poll now. And there the answer is 78% says yes, they have a follow-up system, and 22% says no. Right. So now, what techniques are you using? Now, the best way to follow up with people is, of course, through telephone, through text, through email, through WhatsApp, through Skype. There are now not one way to go about with the whole thing. And this is the best way. With your mobile in your hand, you can use this most effectively. Notifications are coming, and there you are, your website. If you would like to follow up by putting some nice blog, nice newsletter, and of course the webinar that I'm doing. If you do Zoom webinar, and you can call those people, and even if they are just a cold prospect, or they are thinking prospect, or they are asking my husband prospect, so you get them in to your webinar or to webinar of somebody else. If there is a lady, you think that she has got some sort of a gynae problem, and there is Dr. Asma who's giving a presentation. Compared to you, she is more professional, expert, experienced, and her talk will make them say yes or make the decision make easy. So what you say or write in follow-up and follow-through. Now this is now very important, the words that you are using. And again, in my book, there is a detailed text, my follow-up email with a cold prospect, follow-up email with a warm prospect, why members are looking for your thing. So follow up with the with what words you are using for the prospect. I'm going to read out one. So this is follow up with the cold prospect is, hi Kate, how are you? This is Fatmi. I met you in the coffee shop in London airport 2 days back, and this is actually which happened, and this is the reason why I wrote it. Hope you remember me. I went to your website. She gave me some and was impressed to see your professional photography. She was a photographer. I must say your work is great, and I can see you love what you do. Then I gave my website. Did you get time to see my website? If you have any question on wellness program, then I'll be happy to answer. If you have any other questions, please forward it to me. Looking forward to hearing from you. Warm regards, Fatmi Ghani. So this is just one sample, but with prospect, let me just have a without going to the book, whenever you meet a prospect in social media, whenever you meet a prospect, whether physically, so immediately, send a text message. A lot of people come to my house to do some work. There was a guy who was doing my roofing. Roofing means cleaning the gutters and all that. So I served him the coffee, and then I said this, enjoy this coffee. And then I texted him. I didn't ask him at that time. I said, Sal, the coffee that you had, how did you find it? Now, this is called a natural approach talk, prospect talking. So you start with that second contact, third contact, fourth contact. So the conversation should start. That you met me, I met you in the metro, I met you in the mall. You remember we had a little chit chat. You helped me. Thank you very much. You helped me finding the right shoe for me, the guy who's selling you the shoe. So you need to, get the number of that person. And if you have your business card, which is very important, you should give it to that person. How do you follow up with consumers? Now, consumers, you have given them the product. Those consumers are desperately looking for some sort of a follow-up. What is the difference between a doctor and you as a DXN coach, as a DXN distributor? The doctors give the medicine and they forget about that till that person comes and he opens the file and he sees it. Okay, this is the person I had given the medicine about a week back, 10 days back, 14 days back. The person has come back. In our case, we need to follow up with the permission of the consumer on a weekly basis. And you can tell that person, whenever you need my assistant, give me a call anytime. If I'm busy, text me, please. So this is with the consumers. With the members, new members, of course, you have to put that person into your coaching program, your all kinds of business programs, the marketing plan, the product info, and all that. And with the leaders, those who are your leaders, they need also follow up where they are in their business. They are a star agent or a diamond or a crown diamond or a crown ambassador even. They need some sort of a motivation, some sort of a pat in the back. So ask what is the best way to get in touch with them. Some people, they love to see the messages only. That is it. They don't want to get email. Now, email has taken a backstage. Everybody likes to be contacted through either WhatsApp or any type of messaging that you are doing. So ask what that person, there's a friend of mine. That person is not into the WhatsApp or in the Facebook. That person is in touch with me via email only. And I go once in a day to the email, but most of the time I'm with my WhatsApp. So why people do not follow up? Now, this is another thing. They are lazy. We are lazy people, let me tell you. We become complacent. We don't follow up because we have done enough of talking. We are shy. We are shy. We are afraid. We are kind of procrastinate. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. Not today. We don't have the follow-up system. Now, the best thing that you can have over here is in every telephone, you have a thing called calendar. Now look at the scheduling that I have done with the prospect, with the members, with the consumer. Their names are there. Even if it is not a Zoom call, if it is not a real call, I put it over there and they are booked for almost a month from now. So who am I? I'm talking today, the prospect. I will not be able to, remember this person after 2 weeks. After 1 month, of course, I've forgotten completely. So you need to have this beautiful system of the calendar. Talking to a lot of people and getting over when you are forgetting about what to, and we are not confident what to talk, how much to talk, when to talk. So these are the things which again comes with experience. Advantage of good follow-up. Now you have done a follow-up. The person has become a consumer. The person has become a member, or the person has said no. What is the advantage? Cross-selling of the products. Now the person is taking, say, reishi powder and the spirulina only. So now you are doing follow-up. How is it going? Is going perfect and all that. And then you say that if the product is really helping you, I would like you to try our coffee. Do you drink coffee? Do you drink tea? He said, I take tea. Okay, we have got the same Rishi in the tea, Rishi in the, so you want to try it. So what you're doing is from one product, you come to the second and the third and the fourth. That is called cross-selling. And the second is the person says, no, I'm not into this type of a business. So ask him that, do you know anybody who would be interested to earn extra income? Do you know anybody who needs to have a backup plan? Job security is not there, so you can lose the job like that. So tell me, do you know any? So you get referral through the follow-up. The follow-up is educating him. As I said, selling by teaching. You teach, you make that person educate into that certain area. You make that person aware. So you get referrals because of the follow-up. So that's all. I've taken exactly 1 hour. And the announcement is there is a beautiful program happening. The campaign is $1, one child. I would love to see all of you, to be part of this program. Go to your country manager, go to your office and sign up for this thing online. I have got 2 webinars in September for Pakistan around 20th, and India, it will be around 25th. That will be an objection handling. Time and date will be announced soon, inshallah. The time to follow up is now, not after 1 hour, not after tomorrow. Do it right now. My gift, which I love to give to everyone, is my Map Your Freedom YouTube channel. And every week now I'm posting 2 videos. So you need to subscribe, you need to share, you need to whatever you want to do. My basic aim is to educate people. I am a teacher by heart. Remember, I love to see all of you successful through my whatever coaching that I'm doing on a daily basis, weekly basis, and a monthly basis. Health, wealth, and personal development. There's a Facebook group. You go and you have to send me a joining request, and I'm doing just about 15 minutes talk every week at 10 a.m. Friday. So you can click over there. And of course, my book has got everything inside, a guide to entrepreneur in network marketing. So you can get all the help right in that book, because I am not there, but my book is with you. And all those who are new, not with DXN, who have been invited by me through the social media, please contact me through the website called mapyourfreedom.com. There is a mapyourfreedom.com contact point, and there you can come up.